there everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris Orme, and today we are back here playing some StartIt 6. We've updated to 1.81. We've got ourselves the up-to-date 2.34 schedule with the sales meetings in it. Of course, the StartIt mod made by MJ Tag, so shout out to him out on the official Starters Orders forums. You can head over there. Links should be in the descriptions, as well as all my graphics that I've used in this pack as well. Horse portraits, there's resized buttons, and some old graphics, the TVG graphics I've taken out of, I think it's StartIt version 2.3 or 2.2 or something. And there's a couple of the little bits that I've done myself, like integrating some of those graphics in with other bits, and also taking backgrounds off things like the trophy that you might see on some races. So like this blackboard, you know, it's an amalgamation of a TVG blackboard and the blackboard with the green lines on it. So just little bits that I'd encourage you to do yourself if you want to, taking the black background off, or the white background off the trophy. I think it was black. I do think it was black. So we're going to go into the auctions. A little royalty, just not a good horse. Got to get rid. Musical Morley, not a very good horse. Got to get rid. Dominandros was a decent horse, but useless for breeding. We don't have the breeding ban anywhere yet. I'll run you through all the setup in a second, but yeah, first things first, let's get rid of these horses. So 4.3, not a bad start there. Just under 200 grand for Musical Molly, and 175 there. So just about $1 million. That's less than I got the other time I did it. I have tried to record this once. It crashed for some reason when I was going into a race. So not the best, but okay. So we open up with Perfect Pasture in the Hutchinson Class 1 Grade 3. So this is a race where we were a little bit agitated, and this was the race it crashed on, the first one. So I'm actually going to save. We're going to look at Perfect Pasture in a minute, but we'll start with Rapid Ascent, who is a decent little horse. You know, nothing special really there in the bars, but when you look here, ability, not great. Potential is there. We can get there. Also, got a little bit of extra speed, which would be nice, and not so much finish application, but decent. So at least can be competitive over 5 furlongs. So not a long career, but I'm hoping Rapid Ascent will help us pay for some upgrades. That's mainly its job. So if you can do that, I'll be happy. In the meantime, Perfect Pasture, a little bit better here in terms of speed and acceleration. You can see 75% ability, you've got 90% potential. That's a great start. No confidence, but a full finish application and good extra speed bars. I'm looking at this horse to be a decent horse over the next 2 to 3 years, win some races, win some money, and then head into the breeding barn. Perfect Pasture will probably be the start of the breeding program. Now, we are starting afresh, of course, thanks to the hard drive failure and being unable to get that transfer list back. We have no horses to seed any games with, so it's a fresh start. So I'm hoping, against all hopes, that Perfect Pasture might just turn out to be a good sire. So we're going to see what happens there. We've got ourselves Campbell, who is, I think, an 8 stone jockey. And Dominguez, who's 9 stone. So we've got our apprentice and our main jockey. We're booked into a maiden over 5 furlongs for Rapid Ascent, but 6 furlongs for Perfect Pasture. Let's see what we can get done. Oh my god, I've done it, haven't I? I've skipped the day. I skipped the entire day. And we were well out of it. So that's nice. Perfect Pasture, look at that though, the potential's gone up. Yeah, Yeah, well, we're starting as we mean to go on, aren't we? Making mistakes. That's pretty much a hallmark of this series. I meant to go into here, to be honest with you. Swimming pool, all-weather, training stalls, accommodation. Oh, I had more money last time, so I can't do all this, can I? I can just about do that. I was able to get both of those in as well last time, and I still had about 400. I think it was about 480,000. So yeah, I'm down about 200 grand. So I'm not really able to pull the trigger on those right now. Oh, which would have been nice. That would have been nice, but I think we'll get the trainer on site. We'll leave the staff off site at the moment then. So let's try and figure out why Perfect Pasture didn't run well. Horse is not putting it all in. Okay, so ran a bit green. We'll see how they handle another race. Maybe an allowance race then. Let's rebound quickly with that and see what do we got here. Conditions race, a maiden. Let's try a maiden. That should be pretty decent. Why isn't the main jockey refuses this booking? What? He's my retained jockey. How can he refuse? I don't know. Okay, don't know what's going on there. Really don't know what's going on there. That's kind of interesting. Never seen that before. Been playing this game a while. Okay, I guess. Let's go in and find our maiden race then. Here with Rapid Ascent, our 2-year-old. There we go, joint favourite. Overweight. Why are you overweight? I put someone else on there. No, I didn't. No. I didn't put you on there. I put someone else on there. I put Urbano or someone on there who's 8'10". Oh, this game's killing me already. This game is killing me already. That crash has really messed me up here. So it looks like we're going to get off to a bad start. I think we might get off to a bad start here. So keen, slightly agitated, overweight, top favourite in this. But, I mean, Enduring Warrior there. They're actually going to be £10 less than us. They're going to romp away from us if they're any sort of close to us in terms of quality. So we're looking at that yellow with the black sleeves then. So black sleeves on that inside there, number 2. And we're doing okay here on the outside. Not too bad at all. And we're settling in amongst the chasers here with Enduring Warrior out in front. We're settling into second. Starting to take over now as we come to the end of this back stretch. It's high time Storm and Stephen just behind with Top Cat Romance. Then way back to Mr. Alexander and Christine 16 right at the rear. Enduring Warrior now taking the lead once again on the inside as they round this final turn. There are 2 furlongs to run. High Time and Storming Stephen not ready to make a move. 1.5 furlongs now on to the home stretch, and you can see it's at Rapid Ascent and Enduring Warrior. Enduring Warrior carrying 10 less pounds, but Rapid Ascent is the one making their way forward and clear by a couple of lengths at this point. I keep expecting Enduring Warrior to come back in, but it looks like Rapid Ascent does well enough despite the disadvantages to win the maiden race. Absolutely fantastic. 5 furlongs and we could have ourselves a very nice horse there. And I'm still very hopeful over Perfect Pasture. So I'm going to go look at another race then. Over 5. Let's see what else crops up. Conditions, selling and handicap. Okay. So conditions races, why not? Yeah, why not? Let me just check the jockey I've got on this one. It's Garcia. He's light enough. That's okay. So yeah, I'm glad that didn't come back to bite me, to be fair. Always check your horses. Make sure you know what jockey is on them and if they are going to be overweight. You might want to be actually telling them, you know, giving the ride to another jockey and just sort of double checking to make sure. So I'm going to pause right here and jump forward to the start of this date. I will be checking the auctions, but I don't think I'll be buying with the amount of money that we actually have. So bear with me, we will be back in just a moment. Well, okay then, we are back and Rapid Ascent is up next. This conditions race is a Class 3, so a little bit of step up from that Class 4 maiden. But we're racing against horses that have not run before, so they would be eligible for a maiden. We've just won our maiden. Of course, with a top-weighted, top-rated, well, joint top, everyone's the same weight, but top-weighted, top-rated superstar horse that I'm really hoping we can prove to be. So we're well out in the front now. Just 3 in there. What else have we got? We're sweating badly and agitated. Come on now, you're killing me. Oh, do I? I was going to put money on, but there's no point of that, is there? Yeah, no, still no point, even at evens. Okay, well, sweating badly, agitated. Let's see. Does that mean that we can't win? Or is that not going to hold us back? A late run there by Gumilev, but they are up on the outside. Moroccan Dream alongside them. The stablemates with Door there just as well behind us. We are on the inside, taking now back over the lead. Il Fratello is at the rear, but only by about a length. Every horse here is in very close contention. Looks now 3 furlongs. Moroccan Dream making a break out of the middle of the pack, but here comes Rapid Ascent down the inside now. We're coming round the turn. Door keeping with us. Il Fratello now at the rear. Gumilev falling back a little. And as we approach the 1.5 furlong point, it's Door about a length behind Rapid Ascent. Moroccan Dream and Gumilev are there. Il Fratello making a bit of a move, but is going to get blocked off, and I don't believe any of them are going to be able to challenge. A late run by Gumilev. Very nice to see that there was a little bit of a challenge in there, but even though we were sweating badly, it is another win. Rapid Ascent wins, and that makes me very happy. Like, very happy. So 99 rated, not too bad, not filling our potential just yet, so that's something to think about. Doesn't look like we're close to over racing just yet. The other thing is we're not making money. We're keeping around the 430 points, so I kind of need Rapid Ascent to keep winning about 10 grand every month, or 20 grand every month, really, to keep us okay if Perfect Pasture does nothing. So, really hoping that Perfect Pasture comes out with a decent performance. Doesn't need to be a win. Top 3 would do. There's only 6 horses. 5 of them will get some kind of prize money. Not much at all. But we're not too far off the ratings here. It looks like they're just going in order of the actual ratings. And Penny Pot Lane being agitated probably is why they are at the rear of the field. So we're being sort of told that we could win this. So, do I go to show or to win? Ooh, 12 grand to win. 15 grand to win. That's enough. That's enough. Right. Oh. It might not seem like a lot of money, especially with some of my other games where I've had, 500 million in the bank. But at this early stage, when you don't have a breeding program, you don't have a regular source of income, and you're unsure on how the horses are going to turn out, it's a big risk to sink, what's that, 72, 84, 99 grand. Wow. Yeah, 99,000. We might as well just sort of... Yeah. Should we? I think we should. I'm not sure how to watch. I've always done maximum bets, so I'm not sure how to do it there. So I can't make it an even 100,000. If you know how to enter that in, let me know. But oh, here we go then. Here we go. I don't think there's much to worry about in the field. It's all about whether our horse is genuine or not. You're Fired, such a late break out of that stall there that I don't think I was really expecting anyone to be that far behind. They're trying to make a move up now around the outside of Zebstar and Anglophile, who move now into the rear of the field. He's coming up the inside there, near, but staying behind Fast and Furious. Pennypot Lane just on our flank, ready to make a move as we come under 4 furlongs now. In the lead by about a length. Strengthen that lead just a little now, length and a half to 2 lengths. Fast and Furious battling for second place around that 3rd furlong marker. And as we come around this wide final turn, looks like they're in good position. Maybe Anglophile from deep, maybe even You're Fired trying to make a late run for it. But Zebstar, I believe, doesn't have position or sort of track position or field position in this at all. We're down to 1 furlong now. As we enter the home stretch, Anglophile is kicking on fast. Coming right up here with Perfect Pasture, who's just holding off and now kicks on to win the race. And oh my God, we get money. Come on. Yes. Nearly $250,000. That's the money I lost on the game crashing and the auctions not going as well for us. So I'm glad we've made that back up now. And I'm also glad that Perfect Pasture won. Oh yes. Led from the front. Absolutely dominated. That's what I wanted to see. The trip was ideal. Thank you very much. So it looks like we do have 2 good horses that could win races. Oh, and if that's the case, we don't have to bet huge amount of money because we'll earn a bit of money as we go. We do have enough for the breeding facilities, but I'm not interested in that just yet. I'm going to go to the staff accommodation building. I'm going to get the 2nd horse trailer. And we're going to keep above $500,000. So, happy enough there. Let me go see if there's a race coming up for either of these horses, just to round out this opening episode of the series. And okay, we've booked ourselves a couple of races, 19th and 21st of February. And looking at this, it was the sales races weren't too far away. I think they're in your March somewhere. March 19th maybe? No? I did see some. I saw them at 5 and 6, so there we go. Need to look at the 2-year-old. So that's 9th of March. So not too far away, we'll get our first sale race. So that's where the actual good horses will run, or decent horses at least, and the winner will go up for sale. So it's a good way of getting decent horses in. So we'll see if that works out. So Rapid Ascent here is running in a grade 3. We're going to try that out. We're up against Abercorn, who has won their only race to date, and a bunch of unrun horses. So I'm hopeful that Rapid Ascent can pull out a graded win for us there. And then a conditions race here for Perfect Pasture. Should be decent company. And we'll just see if we can get things going there. So, first up, the Grade 3 race. A chance to get ourselves a 2-year-old that's won a graded race. Again, I think we should bet a little bit. Oh, that's a lot. Oh, it goes up even more. Oh, I hope we're going to win this. I hope we're going to win. Abercorn could be a decent horse. Ooh. And we'll be going into that 5 furlong selling race. So if we get beaten by Abercorn, it might be worth looking at maybe putting a bid in. If it runs us close, we win and we get the money, maybe. So not really too much to do here apart from get into the race. So what was the silks on Abercorn? They are next up. There we go. So on the inside in that blue cap with the green and yellow. So it looks like Picos Breeze out in the lead. Abercorn there with them one side, where the other side, and Sea Salt and Vinegar with Rydell just in behind us. At the rear of the field, Donetsk is leading out Stay on the Shore and Boss Hog on his outside, and they are leaving Mr. Banker in the right at the back of the field right now. We can see an amusement arcades out there. That's a nice touch. That's fun. Interesting. As we come now under 2 furlongs, we are lengthening out now to a couple of lengths out in front of Abercorn, who's in second. But there's a 4-way dance of challengers just behind. 1 furlong and on to the home stretch. Here comes Mr. Banker. Here comes Stay on Shore. Abercorn is there in 4th place. Mr. Banker's going to make a real push for this one. And it looks like we just about got it. Abercorn in 4th place. So we don't need to really worry about them. But Mr. Banker, what a run that was. Being left right at the back for most of that race. But we managed just to eke out ahead. We get a bit more money in the bank. A little bit of betting on your horse is always a decent thing if you like your horses. And I like my horses. We climb over the 100 rating. We win a little bit of prize money. And we put ourselves in good position right now. So, nearly 700 grand. Let's see if we can push through 700 with Perfect Pasture. So, we're up here at this conditions race. Not sure what the conditions actually are. But you can see, decent field. Good ratings, but a couple of them badly agitated. One's a little agitated. One's not raced, but has a rating, which I find slightly strange, but okay. But nobody's really performed well in their races. We've performed badly, of course, in our debut, but we did come back and win the maiden. So this isn't too far above. We're joint favourite there up in the lead. I'm actually going to put some money on us. I think maybe to show. So let's Perfect Pasture to show. We'll go down to 600 grand. So that should be decent enough. We keep out as favourite though. Tipsters say us with maybe Purple Spectrum. So they are the top rated. Of course, Night Owl has yet to run, so they are up there in terms of the betting. It is a night race. Okay, so Jim's Orbit, Class 2 conditions race for 3-year-olds. Purple Spectrum in that V-neck. Night Owl with the green sleeves. Blue with green sleeves. So there we are. We see Night Owl on that inside rail alongside Dawn Missiles taking the lead. Then down to Ajman Bridge, Portamento and Purple Spectrum up there as well as Extremity. Oh no, Extremity side by side with us, in fact. towards the rear and double up at the back. So 4 furlongs, we're a lot further back than I would like to be. If I'm perfectly honest, I'd like to be up probably where Purple Spectrum is right now. So are we going to make a late run for it? Are we going to have what it takes? I'm not too sure. 2 furlongs, we're coming round the outside now, but we're not making too much headway. It looks there like Extremity is making decent headway, and we're just not closing out the gap. Dawn Missile is going to take this race. We're going to come in maybe 4th if we can just sneak ahead here. We do just about sneak ahead, and we just about take 3rd, I think, there. We do indeed take 3rd, which means we earn our money back with a little bit more. That was very lucky by a short head. So Purple Spectrum takes it, Dawn Missile into 2nd, and Night Owl 3rd. So not too far behind there. It was a decent little run, but yeah, not so sure the horse is genuine. Yeah, I'm beginning to feel that way myself. So great potential. I think this is definitely a breeding barn candidate. Got a full application, good potential, good extra speed, but it doesn't perform well on the track. And for that reason, I think if we get the breeding barn soon, we can put him in there and buy cheap females to breed with that have something. If they got something nice, maybe a laid-back trait, maybe some potential, maybe some cruising burst or battling qualities, let's just try and breed things in to that bloodline and see where it goes. But Rapid Ascent, 3 wins out of 3, a maiden, a conditions race, and then a grade 3. Absolutely happy with the 2-year-old, but such a good-looking 3-year-old that might not be good enough. There's always surprises in this game. But I'm going to go to the auction here on the 24th of February. Still no graded horses for sale. So that's going to wrap things up, guys. I hope that you have enjoyed this. I hope you're going to bear with me as we try and rebuild what we've lost thanks to the hard drive failure. It hurts to do it, but that's all I can do is start afresh. So I do hope you're enjoying and you'll stick with me through our journey. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Have your say. Perfect Pasture looks good, doesn't perform well. Rapid Ascent doesn't look that great, but performs well. Are either of these horses good? Should either of them or both of them maybe go into the breeding barn? I'm not too sure. Do we keep them all this season and maybe think about it next season when the computer side of the breeding barn is generated and there'll be other horses there to breed with? Or do we just buy cheap in the auction and breed them to Perfect Pasture? Let me know what you guys think. Thanks very much for watching. I've been Chris Orme. This is Starters Order 6. If you've liked what you've seen, please do leave a thumbs up on a comment on the video. Let me know what you want to see more of, less of, etc. Feedback always appreciated. You can follow me on Twitter as well at Chris Orme, and get in touch with me there. Let me know exactly what you want to see or not on there. Plus, that's where all the major breaking news about the channel and my life and how it'll impact things like it has been recently over the last few months. So you'll find out that on Twitter at Chris Orme. But hey guys, thanks very much for watching. Y'all take care of yourselves, and I'll see you back here soon to see exactly how good our horses might be.